Imagine a whole flight being delayed for an hour because so many of its passengers failed to do this one important thing before traveling to the Philippines. One health pass. Yes, it did happen last April too with Philippine Airlines. Let me share the experience of Angelica. She flew from Brisbane, Australia to Manila via Philippine Airlines with her husband and 3-year-old kid last April too. And the flight was delayed for an hour. Why? Philippine Airlines opened its check-in counters 3 hours before the flight, but there was a massive mistake. Too many people did not register to One Health Pass. Make sure to register to One Health Pass and upload your vaccination certificate or card and test results. Flight was delayed for over an hour because of this. I cannot stress this enough. Can you imagine an airplane had to wait for their passengers to successfully register before they could fly? It is really important po. And even airlines po have to make sure that all their passengers have registered. So again, to register, onehealthpass.com.ph, all passengers need to register regardless of age or vaccination status or nationality. It's for all passengers. And this question has been asked a lot of times. Jennifer, when is the best time to register? So guys, the website allows you to register within 3 days before your arrival in the country. But a simpler answer is, for me, my recommendation is the best thing is register after you receive your negative test result. Yes, because there is a part po in One Health Pass that you have to upload your negative test result. Jennifer, what if I am going to be tested at the airport? Do I still have time to register pa? Well, I'm already at the airport. Yes, you actually still can, guys. Even a few hours before your flight, 2 or 3 hours, 5 hours, you can still register. If you guys need any help on how to register, I have a tutorial guide for Filipinos. This one is in Tagalog, while for foreign nationals, former Filipinos, this one is in English. Okay? Now, on to travel insurance and return ticket. So there was very good news, guys, the other day, diba, that insurance and return ticket will no longer be required for certain group of travelers. Now, I just want to be clear. SRRV, visa holders except 9A. You don't need the insurance. The PRA, the Philippine Retirement Authority, released an advisory yesterday or the other day that holders of SRRV, no need for insurance. Do not need the travel insurance and exit or return ticket requirement. Now, you may have seen my post on my YouTube and Facebook page. Foreign spouse and children of Filipinos traveling alone to the Philippines. Let's say you are married to a Filipina and you will be traveling to the Philippines alone without her. Well, you will need travel insurance. This was clarified by the Bureau of Immigration in our inquiry yesterday. Kindly be advised that foreign spouses and or children of Filipino nationals may enter the Philippines without presenting a return ticket and travel insurance, provided that they are traveling with a Filipino principal sponsor and sufficient proof of relationship is presented. Hence, if let's say you are a Japanese foreign husband of a Filipina traveling alone, or an American, a Canadian, you shall be required with the insurance and return ticket requirements. Yes, I know your reaction, guys, but that's the rule. I hope they just change it. They should change it. But, well, if we want to fly, we have to follow. That is, if you are a foreign spouse po, traveling alone without your Filipino spouse, you will need insurance. But if you travel with your Filipino spouse, you are exempted. So let's do a quick recap. Who are exempted? Foreign spouse or children traveling with their Filipino spouse or parent. They have to travel together to be exempted. Next up is former Filipino citizens with balikbayan privileges, including their spouse or children. Next up is foreign nationals with valid visas except 9A. Yes, I hope that is very clear now. So only foreign tourists traveling alone or traveling to the Philippines will need insurance, and 9A visa holders. So a plain foreign tourist need a travel insurance still. That is a travel insurance with COVID-19 coverage of at least $35,000. You can get that through Safety Wing. I put my link in the comment section, or squaremouth.com, or travelinsurance.com, visitorscoverage.com, inshubuy.com. There are so many websites you can choose from. They're all reputable, and you don't have to pay a lot of money. You can get this cheap with these websites because you can actually compare different travel insurances. Sa mga Pilipino, mga dual Filipino citizens, mga permanent residents abroad, hindi po kailangan ha. Paulit-ulit po tayo dyan para hindi po tayo malito. Basta Filipino ka, hindi mo siya kailangan. Okay? Mga former Filipino, hindi na kailangan starting April 1. Pag naging foreign citizen ka na, pero meron ka pa ng old Filipino passport or birth certificate, hindi mo siya kailangan yung travel insurance. So let's do a quick summary on what do you need. We'll do this repeat so we know what we need. For Filipinos po, negative test result, it's still the same, RT-PCR or antigen test. One Health Pass QR code, vaccination proof. Pero kung hindi vaccinated, pwede pa rin umuwi ang mga Filipino citizens. Non-OFWs, kailangan ng pre-booking sa quarantine hotel for 5 nights. Remember that is first port of entry. Kung yung flight nyo po is Los Angeles to Manila to Cebu, Manila ang quarantine. Kung unvaccinated, that is your first port of entry. Next up, we have for those who will be availing the balikbayan privilege, former Filipinos, foreign spouse, and children traveling together, a negative test result. For the former Filipino, old Filipino passport or birth certificate, while for the spouse, marriage certificate, for the child, birth certificate. Passport should be more than 6 months valid upon entry. Vaccination proof, and One Health Pass QR code. Yes, it is very simplified now. Next up, we have for foreign tourists and 9A visa holders, a negative test result. Passport should be at least 6 months valid or more than 6 months valid. Vaccination proof, travel insurance with COVID coverage, onward or return ticket of not more than 30 days if you're entering visa-free, or if you have a 9A visa within the allowable stay, and then One Health Pass QR code. While for foreigners holding a visa except 9A, a negative test result, passport should be more than 6 months valid, vaccination proof, and One Health Pass QR code. It's still the best time to travel right now to the Philippines. In fact, the US CDC's put a lower risk level for the Philippines. We are now at lower level 2. That is a moderate risk. The Philippines has very low COVID cases. It's very relaxed, very loose. It's like we're living with COVID. Yeah, it's the best time to come here. It's the summer season and almost everything is open. Our COVID-19 situation continues to improve. In fact, look at this graphics. We're doing very well. So that is all for today, guys. As always, if you comply with all the requirements and you are updated with any changes, I'm sure that your travel will be smooth, will be hassle-free, will be stress-free. Now, only people who are not prepared will encounter stress or hassle. But if you are prepared, you know the updates, I'm sure everything will be smooth. So that is all po. Stay safe. God bless you all. To those who landed today, share your experience. God bless you all. Bye.